Showtime!
Woo!
Showtime! All right, boys and girls, gonna have an auction sale. I'm Dan and Laura with American Auctioneers. Welcome to the auction. These are the rules of storage auction.
Reality television isn't real life. It's a stage where famous people are thrown into situations and have to make things interesting. The magnet for drama in these shows is what keeps them going.
Get the out of this auction, you
Public
out of
auction.
here.
Come on, guys. Grab my hat for me, Lord.
You put your hands on him first.
Camera's right there. The
You
camera's
put
right
your
there.
hands on.
For some reality television series, however, the drama happens on and off screen. An example is Storage Wars, a show that has managed to hook its audience since it started airing in 2010. If you're a fan of this show, brace up as we unravel some of the behind-the-scenes drama. Join us as we delve into the lives of the cast of the TV show, Storage Wars. Dave Hester. Reality shows thrive on characters audiences either root for or love to hate. And in Storage Wars, Dave Hester played the role of the notorious antagonist.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, now shut up. Is your hairstylist charging you half price since you have half the hair now? Send him out, don't make an auctioneer.
He was the pawn shop operator and auctioneer with an aggressive streak, always trying to outsmart his co-stars in their bids for storage units. Hester gained fame as the Mogul and made his mark with a catchy catchphrase, "Yup,"
125, 150, 135.
which he'd bellow out during auctions and even emblazoned across his vehicle and attire.
You bought here before?
However, his time on the show wasn't all smooth sailing. In December 2012, after 3 seasons, Hester found himself axed from Storage Wars. Unhappy with the turn of events, he sued A&E and Original Productions, the network behind the show, for a hefty $750,000, alleging that the show was basically a sham, claiming he was unfairly fired, his contract was violated, and the whole business was playing unfairly.
Is your hairstylist charging you half price since you have half the hair now? Send him out, don't make an auctioneer.
Hester dropped some bombshells in his suit, claiming that the show wasn't as spontaneous as it seemed. He accused producers of planting valuable items in storage lockers for buyers to discover, things like classic cars and rare newspapers, to spice up the drama artificially. The legal tussle eventually settled in 2014 when Hester won some money. The exact amount was kept away from the public, but shockingly, Hester made a comeback to the show. That wasn't the end, though. In June 2020, Hester made headlines again, but this time for a different reason. He lost a lawsuit against Public Storage. He had shelled out $11,800 for the contents of an abandoned locker, only for Public Storage to realize later that the original owner was actually up to date on their rent. This led the company to nullify the sale, prompting Hester to take legal action. Beyond the courtroom drama, Hester ventured into new territory, starting his own auctioneering for hire company and serving as a consultant in the auction industry. Hester's journey post-Storage Wars has been eventful, marked by legal battles, business ventures, and a transition into consultancy. While his time on the show may have come to an end, his ongoing involvement in the auctioneering world and his knack for making headlines prove that the mogul persona isn't just a TV act. It's part of his real-life story, too. Dan and Laura Dotson. Dan and Laura Dotson were the heart and soul of the tight-knit group of bidders on Storage Wars. As auctioneers, they were the ones orchestrating the drama each week, overseeing the intense bids and purchases of those mysterious storage units. Viewers were captivated by their traditional yet lightning-fast auctioneer style and the calm authority they brought to settle any squabbles among the bidders. Plus, who could forget Laura's iconic line, "Don't forget to pay the lady." That one's etched in reality TV history. Interestingly, these two also found each other on the show, and their love story is quite something. Laura was smitten by Dan's charisma and the way he worked the auctioneer's gig with his lightning-fast chatter. She recalls back in 1996, thinking to herself that she was going to marry him when she saw him hustling through auctions. Fast forward, they hit it off immediately, and love blossomed. In the following years, Laura became pregnant. Then a crisis struck when Dan suffered from not one but twin brain aneurysms. Doctors gave him a mere 20% chance of survival, but against the odds, he pulled through. Laura's unwavering presence by his side during his entire hospital stay surely played a huge role in his recovery. Now, after the final episode of Storage Wars aired in 2019, the Dotsons got full time to the private auction circuit where they'd been working for years. This time, they leveraged their fame from the show to enhance their business. They run American Auctioneers, offering their auctioneering services covering every aspect of the auction process. Additionally, they manage storageauctions.net, an online hub for self-storage facility auctions happening nationwide. However, amidst their professional endeavors, tragedy struck the Dotson family. In 2020, their 22-year-old son, Garrett, fell victim to a senseless drive-by shooting outside an Airbnb in Arizona. The incident left him critically injured, and he was swiftly airlifted to a Las Vegas hospital for urgent medical care due to severe internal bleeding. Garrett survived the attack but faces an uphill battle toward recovery, with a long and challenging road ahead. This heartbreaking event shook the Dotsons' lives, shifting the focus from their thriving auctioneering business to the well-being of their son. The Dotsons also encountered more sinister acts, as another of their ordeal involved a grave breach of privacy. Cyber attackers targeted them, aiming to pilfer banking details, credit card information, and sensitive personal data. Fortunately, the hackers' incompetence inadvertently worked in favor of the Dotsons, triggering an automatic freeze on all compromised cards. These events show that life can take unexpected and devastating turns, even for those in the public eye. Renee and Casey Najoda. Renee Najoda and his wife Casey made their entry into Storage Wars during its 5th season. Renee, a seasoned and confident bidder, was already an established German-American junk dealer. Together with Casey, they had been scouting locker auctions for years, sourcing intriguing items to stock their Bargain Hunters thrift store, a sprawling 7,000-square-foot secondhand store located in Poway, near San Diego. Even though Storage Wars has ended, their shop is still buzzing with activity, as per Yelp reviews. The Najodas haven't just relied on foot traffic. They've taken the reins of marketing by creating a store-branded YouTube channel. With over 90,000 subscribers, their channel has become a hub for enthusiasts. They showcase live auctions, unveil their latest collection finds, and present unboxings, making it a magnet for those fascinated by the treasure hunting world. However, their store has fallen victim to a robbery, likely stemming from the exposure garnered through vocal bids on the show. The allure of wealth, coupled with lax security measures and a physical store to hold newfound treasures, made them susceptible. This unfortunate incident led the duo to reassess their approach to thrift store operations, emphasizing the need for improved security protocols. Nevertheless, their shop's success beyond the show underscores their knack for turning their Storage Wars exposure into a sustainable business. It's a testament to their eye for valuable items, and their ability to keep the interest alive by engaging with their audience online. The Najodas have not just thrived post-Storage Wars, but they've also adapted to the digital landscape, leveraging platforms like YouTube to maintain their connection with fans and enthusiasts. Daryl Sheets. Daryl Sheets, famously known as the Gambler on Storage Wars, wasn't afraid to spend big bucks on lockers, and more often than not, his gambles paid off big time. Remember the time he dropped $3,600 on a storage unit and struck gold with artwork valued at a whopping $300,000? That was a record-breaking score in Storage Wars history, back in 2012. Also, Daryl had a peculiar way of approaching Kimber Werfel, who was a real estate agent at the time. He would spot Kimber while driving around town and decide to follow her. Not just for a short distance, but for miles. Eventually, their paths crossed in traffic, and Daryl sat right beside her, holding up a piece of paper with his phone number on it. It was a bold move, but that's just the kind of person Daryl is. He stuck around for the entire 12-season run of the show, but after the cameras stopped rolling, he decided to step back a bit. Sheets embraced a quieter life, dipping into semi-retirement and focusing on his personal well-being. During his time on the show, he shed a significant amount of weight with the help of Nutrisystem. Also, he went through some personal changes, including a divorce from his wife whom he wooed during the show, Kimber Werfel. Life took quite a turn for Sheets in 2019 when he faced some serious health issues. In an Instagram post, which has since been deleted, he revealed a tough battle with a lung infection and even experienced a mild heart attack, discovering he had congestive heart failure. After recovering, he made a move to Lake Havasu City, a scenic resort town straddling the California-Arizona border. There he retired and even found love again, getting engaged to Romney Snyder, who worked with a horse rescue organization. However, it seems like the relationship with Romney might have taken a different turn since Sheets and Werfel seem to have rekindled their closeness. Life has been a roller coaster for Sheets. Big wins on the show, health challenges, changes in relationships, and new beginnings. His story after Storage Wars showcases the ups and downs of life after reality TV fame and how personal journeys can take unexpected turns. Justin Bryant. When Justin Bryant stepped onto the scene of Storage Wars during its final episodes, he was just 22 years old, making history as the youngest bidder and buyer the show had ever seen. The show had been airing for quite a while, and it was actually what sparked Justin's interest in trying his hand at buying storage lockers. And boy, did he make an impact. His success was swift, landing him a spot on TV's prime storage locker reality show. Justin's knack for finding treasures was more than just a TV stint. He turned his successful buys into something meaningful, using the profits to help his mom purchase a house, a pretty impressive move. His ventures also gained momentum to the point where he brought his brother on board to assist him. Not too shabby for someone known as the Rookie. Beyond the world of storage lockers, Justin's life took some significant turns. As per his Instagram updates, he tied the knot with Evelyn Leon, who's studying nursing. Together, they're proud parents to daughters named Kalaya and Riley, adding a whole new dimension to Justin's life. In the digital realm, Justin also carved out a space for himself. He runs a YouTube channel dubbed That Boy Brazzy, where he occasionally shares videos indulging in some lighthearted pranks on his wife and kid, offering a glimpse into his personal and playful side. Mary Padian. Remember her from Storage Wars? Here's how she ended up. Mary Padian made an impressive leap in the world of Storage Wars, pulling off a rare feat by transitioning from a spin-off, Storage Wars Texas, to the main show itself during its 5th season. Known as the Junkster, she earned this nickname from her peers in the locker auction world due to her fearlessness in diving into less than glamorous places in pursuit of valuable finds. Even after her television stints, Mary didn't stray from her treasure-hunting ways. She's been keeping up her hunt for hidden gems in unexpected corners and selling them for a profit through her venture, Mary's Finds. Under the tagline Totally Coiled Treasures, she specializes in interior design accents, curating an eclectic mix of handmade, vintage, and unique home goods discovered during her Texas expeditions. But Mary's reach goes beyond Texas borders. She's been actively involved with Ubuntu Life, an organization supporting special needs children in Kenya. Collaborating with them, Mary promotes and sells handmade bracelets and bags with traditional styles. Through these partnerships, she not only explores her knack for spotting valuable items, but also extends her efforts toward charitable causes, making a meaningful impact beyond the world of auctioned lockers. Jenny Grumbles. In the latter seasons of Storage Wars Texas, Jenny Grumbles, famously known as the Dazzler, stood out as the go-to furniture expert on the show. Her niche was hunting for hidden treasures within storage lockers, the furniture pieces she could revamp and then sell for a handsome profit at her Dallas-based furniture boutique, Uptown Country Home. Post Storage Wars Texas, Jenny's focus has shifted significantly. She's delved deeper into her passion for furniture and design. As per her Twitter bio, she's transitioned away from owning Uptown Country Home and invested heavily in her Dallas-based venture, J. Grumble's Studio. Her journey took meaningful turns beyond just business endeavors. After overcoming challenges and embracing a new chapter, including achieving sobriety, Jenny welcomed a baby boy named Thompson in 2014. Leveraging her art degree from Southern Methodist University, she ventured into the realm of visual arts. She established a gallery to showcase her creative talents, displaying a diverse range of styles encompassing abstract art, portraiture, landscapes, and still lives. From furniture restoration and retail to embracing her passion for art, Jenny Grumbles has woven a rich tapestry of personal growth and professional evolution. Brandon Sheets. This man had quite the journey on Storage Wars, starting as a supporting player alongside his father, Daryl Sheets, who was the seasoned bidder everyone knew. Brandon was dubbed the side bet initially, just assisting his dad and learning the ropes. But then, things took a turn as he later branched out on his own, getting into the bidding game solo. He even went head-to-head in auctions against his own father. It was an interesting twist, with Brandon stepping out from under his dad's shadow. However, after 9 seasons on the show, his Storage Wars chapter closed abruptly, not by choice. In a now-deleted tweet, Brandon revealed he was no longer part of the series due to budget constraints. While his father remained, his journey on the show came to an unexpected end. He didn't hold back, expressing his frustration on social media, calling out A&E for letting him go, but still wanting to maintain connections. After leaving the reality show, Brandon pivoted careers, taking on the world of real estate. He made a move to Arizona and dove into the realm of property dealings, becoming a real estate agent, as per his Facebook updates. But that's not all. His career path took yet another turn. On Instagram, he shared that he's been driving for UPS, showing his adaptability and willingness to explore different avenues. Tom Beers. Tom Beers has been a TV powerhouse for years. In the early 90s, he was the supervising producer behind the eco-friendly cartoon Captain Planet and the Planeteers. But his stint as the executive producer of Storage Wars wasn't his only claim to fame. Tom had a knack for lending his deep, amused voice as the show's narrator, a role he played in various other reality series too, especially in Storage Wars' numerous location-based spin-offs. At the helm of original productions, Tom crafted some of the most gripping reality shows featuring people in captivating or perilous professions. His impressive resume boasts iconic series like Deadliest Catch, Monster Garage, Pitchmen, Axemen, and Ice Road Truckers. Since the conclusion of Storage Wars, Tom hasn't slowed down. He's been deeply involved in Deadliest Catch and its spin-off, After the Catch, but his life beyond the camera holds its own charm. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Tom shares his world with his wife, Leslie, and their son, Max. Also, he's the owner of a sprawling estate named Casa Tres Cervezas, the last word translating to beers in Spanish, a property he rents out for deluxe vacation experiences. Tom Beers' journey post-Storage Wars showcases not just his continued dedication to gripping television, but also his personal life and ventures. From shaping iconic reality series to curating luxury experiences, Tom's multifaceted life echoes his diverse talents and passions beyond the realm of television production. Barry Weiss. Barry Weiss, known as the Collector on Storage Wars, was an original member of the cast and quite the ace when it came to scoring big finds at auctions, which was no small feat in a show centered around rummaging through others' abandoned stuff. Unlike his more high-strung co-stars, Barry was older, seasoned, and exuded a relaxed vibe that clicked with viewers, making him a standout figure on the show. But after 4 seasons, he decided to bid farewell to Storage Wars and chart his own path by entering the world of spin-off shows. In 2014, Barry took the lead in Buried Treasure, a show where he crisscrossed the US, hunting for rare discoveries similar to the style of American Pickers. However, despite his charm, the series only lasted 8 episodes. Following that, Storage Wars: Barry Strikes Back hit screens in 2015, a compilation show where Barry, alongside former co-star Kenny Crossley, unveiled unseen footage from Storage Wars, extending for a 10-episode run. However, life took an unexpected turn for Barry when he faced a severe motorcycle accident.
I got hit from behind, and the guy in the motorcycle is on the...
Okay, the motorcycle? Okay, I show you're calling from...
Yes.
Reports from TMZ revealed that he was struck by a car during a ride, resulting in a 2-month-long hospital stay in 2019.
I'm just in Los Feliz with my friend Barry, and we've just had a serious accident.
He endured time in the ICU and underwent surgeries to mend his back and femur. After recovering from this ordeal, Barry embarked on a different venture, stepping into the role of global brand ambassador for California's Sherwood Valley Casino. Before we continue, let's have today's subscribers pick. This is Brandy Pante. Remember her from Storage Wars. Here's how she ended up. She became quite the star thanks to her time on the reality TV show. Alongside her partner at the time, she won hearts with their lively banter while bidding on storage units. Her journey in the storage auction business was like a wild roller coaster ride, full of surprises and valuable finds that kept viewers hooked. After the show, Brandy didn't fade into the background. She kept herself active in the entertainment scene and stayed connected with fans through social media, sharing her ongoing adventures. She wasn't just a fan favorite. She became a symbol of resilience and determination in a male-dominated industry. Her story inspired many, showing that passion and fearlessness can pave the way to success. However, her personal life was tumultuous for a long while. She candidly spoke about her experience with domestic violence after leaving the show and even got a free tattoo, symbolizing her escape from a difficult situation. Amid personal trials, she also faced health challenges, contracting COVID-19 in 2020. Pante openly shared her symptoms, emphasizing her gradual recovery from the virus. Later, she disclosed her struggle with Hashimoto's disease, which affects the thyroid, explaining her raspy voice in recent videos.
Oh my gosh, there were so many. I put down probably 12, but everybody else was really just kind of going for it.
Additionally, Pante navigated the grief of losing her father in October 2020, a time when she was also coping with the emotional toll of her breakup. She prioritized her role as a single mother, respecting her children's wishes to stay out of the public eye and shielding them from social media. So she may have new things sprouting in her life now, but we are kept in the dark about those details. If you have an idea what Brandy Pante is up to now, share with us in the comment section below. Emily Wares. Dan and Laura Dotson were the reigning stars of Storage Wars, leading the pack with their auctioneering prowess until a game changer joined the crew in Season 10. Emily Wares. Born into an auctioneer family, Emily's talent was evident early on. She was a true prodigy, diving into the auction world by working for her father's company in Iowa at just 10 years old. By 17, she was deep into her training, mastering the art of auctioneering, including bilingual calling. In her teenage years, she racked up numerous titles, showcasing her exceptional skill set before making her mark in reality TV. Before Storage Wars, Emily showcased her talents on other auction-focused shows like Tom Beer's Money Barn.
75, 60, 75, 75, and 85. It's 75, 85, now 100, and 85, and never to get out 100, I want to get out 1, now 85, and 100, now quarter.
And even took a shot at the music scene with a stint on American Idol. Although her auctioneering skills were top-notch, her singing didn't quite impress the judges on the talent competition series, with Keith Urban, Jennifer Lopez, and Harry Connick, Jr. voting against her progressing further. After Storage Wars concluded its run, Emily shifted focus to her personal life and entrepreneurial ventures. According to Collector's Journal, she tied the knot with rodeo cowboy Cody Cruel. In November 2019, their family grew with the arrival of their daughter, Millie Rose, and it seems there's more excitement on the horizon. Emily announced in 2022 that she's expecting her second child. On Instagram, Emily describes herself as a cowboy's wife and dog mom, highlighting her private side. But she's also delved into entrepreneurship, running a small business that aligns perfectly with her cowboy roots. Her venture specializes in selling leather goods and Western-style boots, aptly named Western Wares. Kenny Crossley. Kenny Crossley has had quite the journey even before hitting the storage auction scene. He worked for the New Orleans Sheriff's Department and managed storage facilities in Los Angeles. His work in the storage world, however, brought him into the fold of locker auctions and introduced him to Barry Weiss. Initially making occasional appearances in the early seasons of Storage Wars, Crossley eventually became a significant buyer, and a key member of the main cast in the show's final 3 seasons. His infectious enthusiasm for discovering hidden treasures in delinquent storage lockers was paired with his memorable catchphrase, "Can he do it?" Since the end of Storage Wars, Kenny's been up to a lot. According to his website, he launched a clothing line featuring his iconic catchphrase and now manages Jackie's famous pralines.
It's all about this. Jackie's famous pralines.
A nut and candy company based in New Orleans. In the digital realm, he's carving a path as a YouTube personality through his channel, Kenny Do It Adventures. There, he shares a diverse range of content, from discussing current events and sharing experiences with his Uber passengers, to indulging in his love for junk food, reviewing items like fritters, Taco Bell chalupas, and Costco hot dogs while cruising in his car. Kenny Crossley's post-Storage Wars life has been a mix of entrepreneurial ventures and digital storytelling. From clothing lines and sweet treats to sharing experiences and food reviews on YouTube, he's been exploring various creative avenues while keeping his infectious energy and trademark catchphrase alive in different ways. Mo Prigoff. In the Storage Wars universe, we already know that most participants make a living from buying and selling the contents of abandoned storage lockers. But for Mo Prigoff, a regular on Storage Wars Texas, the locker game was more of a side gig. Before his reality show days, Mo spent a decade running River Regency, a boutique specializing in top-notch art and furniture. But that wasn't his main hustle. Surprisingly, he was also a successful foot doctor, operating a surgical podiatry clinic in Dallas. Beyond the auctions and antiques, Mo had a thriving career in podiatry. His commitment to foot health extended beyond his clinic. His affiliation with the International Foot and Ankle Foundation for Education and Research showcased his dedication to the field. It's fascinating how someone deeply entrenched in the world of fine art and antique trade could also excel in a completely different profession like podiatry. However, he died in 2021 after a 6-year illness. Mo Prigoff's story stands out in the Storage Wars realm. His ability to juggle a high-end antique store while maintaining a successful medical practice is a testament to his diverse skills and interests. His multifaceted career path highlights how individuals can excel in multiple fields, even ones as distinct as the art market and medical profession. Ivy Calvin. Before Ivy Calvin became known as the King of Palmdale on Storage Wars, he had quite a diverse journey. Before hitting TV screens in Season 5 of the show, Ivy was an auction hunter off-camera, scouring auctions across the country for treasures he could flip at his thrift store, Grandma's Attic. But that was just one chapter. Before his thrifting days, he also had a stint as a professional athlete, showcasing his skills in the Arena Football League. He even dipped into the mixed martial arts circuit, stepping into the cage once and securing a victory against Samu Samu. His career trajectory also saw him coaching high school football, where the auction and thrifting gig was more of a side hustle. Fast forward to 2021, and Grandma's Attic remains an operational force in Palmdale, as per its Facebook page. However, due to pandemic restrictions, the shop transitioned more toward online sales, adapting to the changing landscape. Ivy, though relatively private, has taken to social media to highlight the standout pieces available at his store. Ivy Calvin's path to becoming a reality TV personality is proof of his multifaceted life. From sports arenas to the auction circuit, and now as a thrift store owner navigating the digital realm, his story underscores the ability to pivot and adapt in various fields. His success in the entertainment world and his ongoing dedication to Grandma's Attic showcase his knack for versatility and resilience in the face of changing times. Gerard Schultz. Even the most famous folks often have some not-so-great moments in their past. Take Gerard Schultz, for instance. Back in 1997, he got himself in trouble with the law. He was arrested for things like having controlled drugs, driving under the influence, and transporting narcotics. Just 2 years later, he found himself facing similar charges. He got lucky with a parole violation, but in the end, he was slapped with a 16-month sentence in a state jail. However, Gerard had quite the turnaround after his time in state prison. When he finished his 16-month sentence, he was on the lookout for a fresh start. His aunt, running a public storage facility, introduced him to a whole new world. This encounter led Jared and his business partner Randy to kickstart their venture called Now and Then. It's a bit ironic that while he was getting his own life back on track, he crossed paths with the creators of Storage Wars. As fate would have it, he met them while scouting for items to buy for his budding business. He and Brandy Pante were mainstays on Storage Wars, but there's more to their story than what viewers might have guessed. Despite their constant on-screen bickering and references to each other as life partners, they weren't actually married. The spin-off, Brandy and Jared Married to the Job, added to this assumption, but in reality, they never officially tied the knot. Pante revealed in an interview with the Dad Diary that they had split in 2018, although the news only came out in 2020. Schultz didn't stay single for long. He found a new connection with Rochelle Beckman, a bartender at the Rush Bar and Grill, a restaurant he bought in 2019. However, things took a turn in 2021 when Schultz faced legal trouble. He was arrested and charged with domestic battery against Pante, as reported by The Wrap. This incident brought a complex and challenging chapter to their relationship into the public eye. These revelations peel back the curtain on the lives of the cast of Storage Wars, showing that while they kept the audience hooked, they had their real-life battles to attend to. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.